that we need to understand the shape, we need to understand the texture, we need to understand the intensity and the strategy of antagonism, the strategy of adversary and the adversaries that we are combating against. At a point, he made it clear, he spoke of the adversaries. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness of this world, and spiritual wickedness in high places. And then he spoke of the scope of adversity, and then he began to tell us of the wiles. He began to tell us of the darts of the enemy. The scripture suggests the fact that having understood the scope of adversary, laying bare the shape of antagonism, and how that the enemy does not stop at nothing, he deploys all possible strategy just to ensure that the purposes of God are met with hostile resistance in a territory. Maybe as a body, as a church, our corporate ranking is supposed to sponsor a particular effort that in the contribution to what other clusters of believers in the territory will achieve, we have a quota to play. He wants to ensure that a quota, that a people can muster together and then send messages to the spirit realm, that it cannot occasion anything territorial. There can be possibilities for a people to have a corporate rank that cannot shift anything in the atmosphere. But in the scriptures, some men stepped into the territory and they assembled themselves together, and the judgment that they gave was that those that turned the world upside down have come hither to us. I am saying that as soldiers, you are not expected to be entangled in civilian affairs when there is a military operation going on.